emotionally, I think it'll be tough, as well as physically putting a guy in to replace someone, as good as Dante. But you have to, and you're forced to. And I think, like I said at first, the emotional part gonna be the toughest part, because out there with our defense, we're playing a team defense, a family of guys, and just a chunk of that taken out, a huge chunk of that taken out. It could be catastrophic or whatnot, but we're trained to keep it going, and we got guys that can step in and be a big attribute, to our success and help us, keep doing what we're doing. So. Yeah, something like that, you don't really think about it until it happens to you or it happens close to home, what you did with Dante. And then you start thinking about things such as, should it be legal or whatnot. But, I mean, defense clearly doesn't get favored too much when it comes to rules, so, I mean, it's hard to comment on that. Because it happened to Dante, of course I'm going to say it shouldn't be legal. They should outlaw that block and that type of block. So, but I think it should be looked at and evaluated, and if more of these type of injuries come up because of that, then obviously it should be outlawed. Oh,
The way Florida handled them.
I mean, we played against the two teams that quote unquote we should beat. When I'm speaking about North Texas and Florida International. Other people were saying we should beat them, but we're thinking, this is another game, another dogfight, which it was and which it was supposed to be. But we dominated like we should have, and we going to each week thinking that way, going in to prepare and to play the best of our ability and execute the scheme that's provided for us. We don't think about who we play, because all those teams out there have the potential of beating anybody. That's how college football is nowadays. So there's really no team that we should be thinking that way towards. Of course, I mean, it's safe to say the momentum's building. I mean, but I think excitement more than anything, to hold down a high-power offense, it lets you know, like I said before, it lets you know a lot about yourself. I think there's a lot of room for improvement, as it is always. But it did let us know where we're at and what we're capable of. It's not a sign of relax and chill out because we're good. It's time for us to realize how good we could be, and let's get to that level. Let's minus away the mistakes and get to where we should be. I think most definitely, I think it's going to improve, in the next couple of weeks. Got a lot of guys, and I think it's not just the depth, it's just the commitment to the team that each individual player have. From the first to the third or fourth string guys, we're all committed and we're all working hard. So when it's time, when a situation like this comes up, the next guy is just as ready as the first guy, so it's like you're not missing anyone.